What's up, guys? It's JMS80, and yep, I've got some Black Ops for you here today. But excuse me. But of course, I didn't get on because I really wanted to play. I just had a couple of friends that wanted me to get on with them and play for a little bit. So I was like, you know what? Why not? You know, let's see how it goes. It's been a couple of months. Like it literally has been over 2 months since I've played Black Ops. And as soon as I got on and got in some games and stuff, I quickly remembered why I got off of it. We played about 6 or 7 games. This is my second best score from the 6 or 7 we did play. I think my best score, because we played nothing but team deathmatch because I didn't feel like going into domination or anything else. But pretty much we just played team deathmatch. I think my best score was like a 36-4 or 38-4, something like that. And then here was my second best. I think I ended off this game like 22-2. But we end up losing this game though. And actually, I'm not even teamed up with anybody right now. This is maybe I decided to play a game or two because they got off after 4 or 5 games because they were just they were kind of back and forth about it too. So they got off about 4 or 5 games, and this is my last game, I think, before I got off, and this is just me by myself with a bunch of randoms. So, but anyway, I go 22-2, and I completely remember why I don't play this game anymore. I mean, it's no fun for me because literally all people do in this game now is just they camp and they sit back and then they use of course the overpowered classes and things like that pretty much you have to use in order to get a good game. Like that 38-4 I was telling you about. I had to use my I call it a douchebag class because it's the only class you can pretty much use to get a good score for the most part, unless you just play against a completely terrible team that doesn't know what they're doing. I was using Ghost Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Ninja Pro in the other gameplay, using the G11. And in this game, it's no different. I'm using one of the overpowered weapons, using Ghost Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, Ninja Pro with the FAMAS with the dual mag. And it's pretty much how you have to roll in this game, because none of the other weapons are useful really. And anybody else is like, well, I can use other guns and I've gotten good gameplays with them. Well, yeah, and most likely or not, it was either luck or you were just against a shit team. It's just how it is. Because I guarantee you, if you went up against a team who knew what they were doing and they were all using Ghost Pro with FAMASs and AUGs and everything, you would get shat on. You literally would. You would get shat on. You would get raped. So, but anyway, and it's not that it's just a terrible, terrible game, like, in general. It's just that it's super unbalanced. And, they just never took the time they fix, little things here and there. But, of course, like, the major things, I'm pretty sure they can't be fixed because they're kind of, like, in the game already. And there's no really taking it out, by this point. But, I mean, it really is. It's really unbalanced. Pretty much there's, like, 2 set weapons that you can use out of the assault rifles. It's the FAMAS and the AUG. Those are the 2 best weapons. They pretty much outshine everything. Man. Like I said though, I've been having way too much fun on MW2, playing the hell out of that. I really didn't want to come back to this. And as soon as I got on it, I was giving it a chance. It's not like I just played 1 or 2 games and then got mad and got off. No, I played about 6 or 7 games. I gave it a fair shot. But each and every time, it's like 4 or 5 people ghosting it up with, AUGs and FAMASs, sometimes even putting suppressors on them and shit, using the Warlord. And that's pretty much like the mainstay class I've run across, though, is Ghost Pro with a FAMAS, with a Warlord, with a dual mag and a silencer, just running around being a sneaky little beaver and camping it out. And, I hate it. It's so bad. And the people in this match right here, it's a prime example. All they literally did was camp the B flag building and the C building, the C flag building. That's all they did the entire time. They just sat up in there. Nobody was running around doing anything. They sat and they camped. That's all they did. And the only time they got out of their little camping spots is when somehow, if by miraculous, one of my terrible teammates or myself managed to get them out of there. But for the most part, though, it was a shitty game. And 22-2, even though I go 22-2, get a pretty decent score, we still lose. And I managed to, screw this guy out of his care package. And lo and behold, I get lucky. Well, he got lucky, but I stole it. And chopper gunner, yay! But like I said before, it really doesn't matter though, because it's just this game. It's just so unbalanced. No, hardly any of the guns are fun to use or useful for that matter. And like I said, I don't have fun playing it. It's slow paced. It's very boring. There's, it's just it's the same thing over and over, pretty much. And at least in MW2, there's, it's a change of pace every single game. Every single game is going to be different. Nobody's going to be using the same shit over and over and over. Like, if I were to come back and do Black Ops commentaries, I guarantee you I would only use 3 weapons. FAMAS, AUG, G11. That's it. Why? Because they're the only useful guns in the game. It may be the 74U, but I've actually rarely seen that hardly any, unless it's the D-bags running this. I actually hate this class setup, and it's starting to seem pretty popular to me now, but it's complete BS and really overpowered. Is just running around with Scavenger, Steady Aim, and whatever third perk, running with the 74U with rapid fire, and they're just running around fucking hip firing like crazy. And it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's very annoying. But anyway, like I said before though, having so much more fun in MW2 because a lot more of the weapons are useful. I've used a fuck ton of weapons on MW2. I have a bunch of favorite class setups, with like the M16, the FAMAS, the ACR, even the AUG, UMP-45. I mentioned the FAMAS, yes I did. But I mean, any other weapons, those are just to name a few of my favorites. But it's not to say that I can't use other weapons as well. Any of the other assault rifles are useful. Hell, I might even go in there and do some like M4 gameplay, get some M4 going on. TAR-21, that's another one of my favorites. There's a lot of useful weapons in MW2, and the way that MW3 is starting to look, it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be a lot of useful weapons. Everything's going to be useful. And that's why I absolutely can't wait. But it's just, I was reminded fairly quickly the reason why I don't play this game anymore. Haven't purchased that map pack, still won't purchase today. Bam, look right there, just camping up in that window, just sitting there waiting for people. It's just bullshit, really. It's boring, and you know what, I gave it a shot, get back on there, but anyway, game is coming to a close right here. I believe we lose it right there. Yep, 75-65, and final score pop here in a second. 22-2. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be bringing you some MW2 tomorrow and from now on. See you later. Peace.